Welcome back. Today, we're diving into Ben Stanger's fascinating book, One Cell at a Time. This book explores the incredible journey from a single cell to a complex human being, highlighting the latest advances in biology, genetics, and some major ethical questions that come with it. So, if you're curious about what makes us tick and what risks and rewards come with biotechnology, stick around. Ben Stanger is a professor of cell and developmental biology, and in this book, he digs deep into one of the most profound questions. How does a single cell become a human being? This simple question opens up a world of wonder and complexity. Think about it: every person, plant, and animal begins life as a single cell. From that cell, an organism undergoes countless divisions, differentiations, and adaptations to form a fully functioning being. This process, known as cellular differentiation, is at the heart of life's mystery and is the core of Stanger's exploration. So, how does this transformation happen? Stanger explains that when a cell divides, it doesn't just multiply, it specializes. One cell becomes many, but each new cell takes on a different role. Some become muscle, others become neurons, skin, or even red blood cells. He describes this process as a voyage, filled with unpredictable uncertainties and risks, and it's true. While our cells work with impressive accuracy, mistakes do happen. When cells go rogue, they can become cancerous, leading to diseases that affect millions worldwide. Scientists like Stanger have found that although organisms look incredibly different, they share similar development processes. This shared origin, called conserved evolution, shows how nature uses a universal mechanism for life. It's like Earth's ultimate evolutionary toolhood over 4.6 billion years. Stanger uses a really powerful analogy to explain how cells work together. He compares cells in our body to members of a society with specific roles and responsibilities. If red blood cells and muscle cells are blue-collar workers, neurons and hormones are the managerial class, he writes. The blue-collar cells perform essential work, like transporting oxygen or generating movement, while the managers like neurons coordinate, communicate, and help regulate the body's activities. But here's where it gets really interesting. Cancer cells, which are part of this cellular society, can go rogue. Stanger calls them the rogue member of the cellular society. They're similar to embryonic cells in their adaptability, but they exploit the system, growing uncontrollably and ignoring the body's usual checks and balances. To fight these rogue cells, scientists are working hard to understand what makes them tick. This insight is key for developing cancer treatments that target only the cancerous cells, without harming the healthy ones. Stanger doesn't just talk about the present. He also gives a fascinating history lesson on genetics and developmental biology. He takes us back to Gregor Mendel, the monk who discovered the basics of inheritance by studying pea plants in the 19th century. Then, with the discovery of DNA's double helix structure in 1953 by Watson and Crick, everything changed. This was the breakthrough that allowed scientists to start decoding the genetic instructions that shape each organism. Stanger says, the language of genes is now partially decoded, enabling manipulation and control in ways previously unimaginable. This progress led us to today's world of genetic mapping, gene sequencing, and even gene editing. Now scientists can change an organism's genetic code with incredible precision, something that would have seemed like science fiction just a few decades ago. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? Stanger doesn't shy away from discussing the ethical dilemmas that come with these technologies. Take cloning, for example. The cloning of Dolly, the sheep in 1997 was a groundbreaking achievement, but it also sparked debates about human cloning and genetic manipulation. Stanger acknowledges these concerns and points out that technologies like stem cell research and CRISPR gene editing come with serious ethical risks. Science holds the power to create and cure, but also to corrupt and harm, Stanger warns. He emphasizes the need for a responsible approach. saying that society must balance the benefits of these technologies with the potential risks to navigate these challenges. Stanger believes in what he calls biological literacy. In simple terms, that means helping the public understand the science behind these advances so they can engage in informed discussions about their ethical implications. In the second half of the book, Stanger explores regenerative medicine, a field with enormous potential. Regenerative medicine uses stem cells to repair or replace damaged tissue and organs. One major breakthrough was the discovery of induced pluripotent stem cells, or IPS. These were discovered by Dushanya Yamaneka, who found a way to turn adult cells back into a stem-like state. These IPSs have the potential to treat degenerative diseases like ALS, or even regrow damaged organs, all while avoiding the ethical issues tied to embryonic stem cells. Stanger calls these Yamaneka factors, and they have become a beacon of hope for patients worldwide. But Stanger also notes that there are still many challenges to overcome, from ensuring that new cells integrate properly in the body to managing immune responses. He reminds us that regenerative medicine is still in its early stages, and we have to proceed with caution. In One Cell at a Time, Ben Stanger offers a fascinating look into cellular biology, genetics, and the ethical landscape that comes with these scientific advances. His message is clear: to responsibly wield the power of life sciences, society must develop both the scientific knowledge and moral compass to guide these advancements. Stanger believes that as biotechnology continues to transform our world, it's essential for the public to engage in these discussions and understand the implications of the science behind them. So, if you're intrigued by the mysteries of life and curious about how science is shaping the future, One Cell at a Time is a must-read. It's not just about cells and DNA, it's about how we, as a society, navigate the power and responsibility that come with understanding life at its deepest level. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more insights into science, ethics, and the latest in biotechnology.